Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next part two of Let's Play. Um, what I'm calling the story of Gunner King. This is obviously the story of Gunner King. Anyway, I'm Philip, and welcome to the Empire. Today we are going to continue where we left off, and Gunner is going to go to Spellcasters and Sorcery 101. We're going to go for today's video is depending on how lucky we get. There is a handful of stuff that I would like to learn while we're here at the Spellcasters and Sorceries school. I'm not even sure if that's really what it is. It may be more of a college or something like that. I don't think that's really the technical term, but that's what I like to call it. But anyway, so I got to noticing something on my on Gunner and the gray spots and stuff, and I sitting here was thinking something was broke or something. As I previously stated, I think I mentioned it. If I didn't mention it anyway, part of what I'm trying to do with this playthrough is do a lot of stuff that I haven't done. I own pretty much all the packs. I own all the major packs, pretty basically. There's a few kits I don't own, but I've never really played through any of them. And so I was sitting here looking at this, and I was like, "Is it a visual effect? What's going on here? Is something going on? I don't." Anyway, been sitting here for about 40 minutes trying to figure it out, and I've tried everything that I could think of. And then something just dawned on me. Maybe he's sick. So I was like, let me look up because I know you can get your sim can get sick and stuff in the symptoms. So I looked that up, and then I ended up finding that it's part of a pack that I haven't looked into. I just bought it. So that kind of killed the immerse of me trying to figure out. But I thought it was something else. But anyway, I don't know how to cure it. But I do know that it is what I guess the game is called alignments from the Enchanted by Nature pack, I think is what it was called. So with that being said, that's something we'll have to figure out. Unless they go away on their own over time, I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, we're not going to worry about that right now. Hopefully, we don't die from it. But I didn't want to look too much into it because I wanted it to didn't want to kill all the trying to figure it out type thing, like the new feel to the pack, if that makes sense. Which I guess to be honest, I really don't know what all you can do in each pack. Which I guess I might would want to look up in a way, so I know what I can do. But I'm not worried about that right now. But the second part of this, if we get lucky, and then I don't want to spend the whole episode in here if I can't help it. If I can't help it, if I can help it, because I think that'd be boring. So I may just kind of show you what I like to do when I'm trying to learn everything that comes with that you can learn. So if you don't know, which I'm sure most of y'all probably do know, you can go right here, go into your Symbiology and go down. I believe this is where it's at. No, this is not where it's at. Oh, no, my bad. You go to where your needs are. And then you click on this little book, and this is for your spellcaster perks. Well, if you click that, this is your level, and this is all your perk points. And it looks like we have 0 that we can spend. But you go here to open your spell book. You have these 4 different. You have 3 different schools of magic that you can learn. And then you have alchemy. And then so there's 9 of these, 7 of those, 8 of those, 15 of those. So you got 8 untamed, 9 practical, and then mischief. You got 7. You got alchemy. Well, the ones that we're going to try to go for today, We've already obtained one of them that we wanted, and the only reason I wanted this one early was to help until I got a potion unlocked. But eventually, going to unlock all these. But the ones I'm hoping I get lucky and get sooner than later is teleportation, um, and then copy and paste of the practical. Those are probably the two main ones that I want. I pretty much got. Oh, I want Delicio. That's another big one. That one's going to be needed for when we get our first level of fame. You get what they call quirks, and I already have a set of. There's three that I like to get. I get those pretty much every time. They're, in my opinion, the best ones to have. They're not too hard to manage, and they're not too hard to get. Two of them can be a pain because it's not just. It's like it can be a pain, and once we get to that, I'll kind of explain that more. But the first one which is the easiest, is eating over and over excellent food, and then you get I can't remember what it's called now, but you basically have to always eat excellent food or you get a bad mood. So it's fairly easy to get, and that's the one I typically go for first. But anyway, so we're getting off a little bit off, talking a little too much. So that's pretty much what we're gonna go for in those. I didn't mean to get out of that. As far as alchemy, the main one that we want to get is Plentiful Needs. That's the main one. The second main one that I want, which is really the only two that I really care about, is the potion of. I'm going to butcher that word. Sorry, I'm not the greatest at reading, but this one basically allows you to stay at the same age. So if you're a young adult, as long as you drink this potion before you age up, it resets your life span for that stage in your life, if that makes sense. As y'all already know, it is kind of Gunner's. One of Gunner's lifelong goals is to stay alive long enough to make sure his dynasty is strong, make sure he's completed everything that he's wanted completed, or most of everything. So I don't know how long I'm going to keep him alive, but I do know he will be staying a young adult for a little while. I might let him age up, to an adult. Sooner than later. After a little bit, I don't really know, and then I'll keep him at adult until I'm getting ready that it's time. As far as his significant other, that if I'm going to keep them alive, haven't made my mind up yet. Have not made my mind up yet on that one. I might keep them both alive, or at least his significant other, until we start having kids, and then I might let because I don't want to keep my kids, you know what I'm saying. So I'll let them grow up. So, but Gunner might see a few of his kids pass, and I may even allow whoever he decides to marry. As I've also stated, Gunner's going to have more than one significant other. If I can figure out how to have more than one wife, then that's what we'll go with. But the mod that basically I could find on Google that said it was perfect for that type of relationship, I couldn't get to work. I may try to mess with it some more, I don't know, or try to find another one. So anyway, been talking too much. So like I said, today's episode we're going to spend a little time doing this. So the Very, very important. And I usually, as much as I've done this, I usually still end up messing up a good bit of the time when I start new playthroughs and still get a curse. And still get a curse. So, with that being said, the best tip I can give you is to watch this meter. This is your charge meter. And once it starts getting up a little bit, I'm talking, you don't want to let it get halfway. Typically, when it gets to halfway on me and I'm not paying attention, I'll end up failing or something, then I'll end up getting a curse. Another tip, as much as I want to get the Plentiful Needs potion, the fastest way, in my experience, is start crafting. Crafting before you get uh, the hexproof curse, because once you get that, you're protected from curses, and then you can craft all you want and fail all you want, and nothing happens. But until you get that, what you got to be a master to even be able to get that, plus half the points. You eventually get all of this, but typically what I like to do is get this one first, and then I'll go up this tree as much as I can to make sure that I'm getting to this. So as soon as I get to a master, I can get this. And then if I have any points that I can't get, that I can't use to unlock this because of I'm not a master, then I will go up the middle. And then I'll grab this one, and then I will grab this one, and then you want to go up this one all the way. This basically helps your potions, is what this does. And then I'll start coming back over here and get these other ones unlocked. There's a few right here that I like too, but I typically get this one, then I will go up this one to this. What is this one even? Oh, this just makes your stem powerful when you're in the magic realm. That's what they call it, the magic realm. And then, so yeah, that's good. This one's pretty good to pick up fairly early on, and this one because it does help you manage your charge thing. But like I said, once you get this, if you overcharge or whatever and you don't die, typically you would get a curse, but with that you don't. Anyway, I am talking entirely way too much. So what I want to start off doing is I just want to. We may socialize a little bit, but right now since we got decent needs, our needs are decently up. We're gonna go ahead and just practice. I don't think we can learn anything, but we're gonna do 2 of the practical, and then we'll do the last one I do is mischief, because I don't really use those. I typically, Gunner is a good natured person, plus once we unlock our dynasty, him doing bad will affect our dynasty. I'm actually shocked that I haven't gotten the call yet. I normally get it by now. I'm not sure what triggers that, and I'm not sure why I haven't gotten it, unless I messed that call and I just didn't realize it. And then we're gonna do 2 untamed, and then we're gonna let him practice these, even if we're not getting anything. And then we're gonna work on finishing this today. We may not be able to get it completely finished. I believe it requires us to be max level, and we may end up getting that. But I don't want. There's a few other things I would like to do in here, depending on how fast or how lucky we get this. And I typically don't want to go home until I've gotten the ones I want. But because I don't have a casual, and I could buy one at the house, I'm going to eventually get one, so it's not that big of a deal. But there's a few that it's easy to do here because it's easy to find the other spellcasters for this aspiration tree, which is you have to cast a spell on another sim, which you can do that with anybody, but the ones you can't see right now, you have to win some battles. So it's just easier to find the sims here that are spellcasters. And also, you have someone here just about all the time to talk to. So that way you can help like with your needs. Then you also have a bathroom. I think they even have a shower, but I don't need a shower. I think you should go for it. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I'm gonna say this time and time again. I wish it showed you a picture of who they're talking about. Like, make it to where like if you hover over the name, it will should pop up the picture or something like that. That way, even though I don't know everybody's faces, it kind of gives me a better idea of who they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it may be someone I know. Because these are always risky because if this might be someone that I was interested in, and then he's going after it, so I can kind of sway him from doing that. Does that make sense? Anyway, we'll just let him go for it. He's going to go to the bathroom right now. Why? His knee's not even that low. Oh, it's because he's sick. Oh, maybe I do need to figure out how to get rid of that. I don't really know how to even go about figuring out how to get rid of that. I don't know if I don't know if regular medicine will cure it. But while he's doing that, we'll just kind of see who's all here. Anybody we know? I'm not seeing anybody that I know. Oh yeah, one of the ones you have to read. I believe it's the books here. I think it's the magical books, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. It could be any book, but I think it may be the books here. Once we get to that part, we'll see. Which is another reason why I like to just come here and when I am completing the aspiration net tree. Now, if I'm not completing the aspiration tree, then I'll just do all this at the house because it don't matter. But then I'll come here when I need to complete the tree. But our journey's led us here, so we here. Probably should introduce ourselves to the sage of uh, each school. And I've always wondered why there's not a sage for the what would it even be called? The alchemy. I guess, would it be called the alchemy? Is that I don't know if that's. But anyway, yeah, that would be. I wonder why there was another stage for this because you can actually. I want to say you can talk to these and get trained by them. If I'm not, see, this would be good to have the delicio so we could eat. And I don't know if we've unlocked anything because I don't think. Yeah, we haven't unlocked it. I don't think we're high enough level yet. I think we have to obtain the next level and yeah, we have learned all of our possible. But so even if you get this, it tells you you can keep doing it, and the safest way to do that would be just to recast. Well, to continue practicing whatever. It doesn't matter what school, but then whenever you do hit the level, whatever school you are practicing, that's the ones you will unlock spells at. And if I'm not mistaken, I could be completely wrong. It may be you allow learn so many spells slash alchemy per level, and that's only for that could be of any school if that makes sense. Like maybe so, let's say you can learn true spells for level one, but if I learn a spell in mischief and then a spell in uh, practical, then that's all you can learn until you level up again. That may be how it works. I'm not really sure. To be completely honest. But when he finishes that, let's let him go to the bathroom. I think. Oh, I can. That's a little risky. That's a little risky. We can. Should we try it? Because it's just cooking mac and cheese. I don't think it's the same. Let's try it. Maybe we won't fail at this. I think you can still fail because you're technically still using magic. Let's just hope he doesn't, because I'm telling you now, unless you just get mad luck and then that's the correct potion is to be able to be bought and you have the money from the store that's over here, you either one have to just continue practicing until you get that spell unlocked, and obviously once you unlock a potion, you get one free bottle of that potion. But like, I don't know if, like, let's say you end up getting two curses. I don't know if one potion cures all curses, or if it's one person per curse, and I'm not even sure how many curses you can have. I've had up to two on with me not paying attention, but yeah, I don't know if you can have more than that or not. But yeah, and this also levels your cooking skill. Now, I'm assuming, but not sure if it levels your uh, your spell casting level. I'm not seeing that move up, so it may not. I'm not sure, but it does level your cooking. Now, I don't know if it levels as fast as you can get leveled by using a stove and everything. I'm not sure. Let him eat. Honestly, let's just grab all of that, and then it will spoil pretty fastly in our thing. But if we end up needing it before then we have it. So I'm not sure how to do this. Visit the reward store in the. Oh, okay. I have read that already. I think I read that last episode. We need to socialize a little bit, so I think we're going to introduce ourselves to the sage. Now there's three of them. Now the one for two of them is, if I remember correctly, are not all that mean and easy-ish to talk to. But where's she at? I am not seeing her now. Yeah, she is actually at least if her stuff hasn't changed, she's actually evil. If I'm not mistaken, if I remember right, she's a little bit harder to talk to, which sucks because I like the way they got her. I like the way they made her. She's actually looks really cool. I like her. She's I like how she's got that white skin and stuff. They did a really good job on her. But she kind of stays in her own private dwell. Like she stays down here a lot. But they got a bar. What is this? I'm not sure what that is. What is this? Oh, that's just the inventory thing. Okay, cool. I like that. That looks really cool, actually. Uh, for whatever reason, I was thinking they had a cooking place down here somewhere. But yeah. Anyway, make a long story short, we need to do a little socializing, and I think it would be wise to introduce ourselves to the sage. I don't see the other sage. Oh, there he is. And then we'll introduce ourselves to him. We'll just do a respectful one. It doesn't, I mean, that's worried about it. We do need to start working on our swordsmanship, but like I stated in last episode, I was kind of waiting to level that up until we actually got our dynasty going. And I was waiting until I got that call, but if we don't get that call soon, there's a good chance I missed it. So I think I can just start one right here. Yeah, fund a dynasty, and I think how much I can't remember how much it cost. Um, so we may just go ahead and start our own, and that may be why we haven't got the call. We may not have enough money. That may I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but because I had we saved up to that 5,000, and I don't know. There's a good chance that I missed the call, or I haven't done whatever it is that triggers it. I'm not really sure, to be honest. But how much does this cost? Oh, I guess it costs nothing. I could have thought it cost money. The description, I've been kind of putting some thought into, but for now, we're gonna leave that alone. For skills, we're gonna go with. So charisma is being friendly, give speech, practice speech, and storytelling. How do you practice storytelling? I guess tell stories. I kind of want to go with this one just because each of those is not too hard to do, especially giving speeches. Once we get our podium in, podium. I'm not saying that correctly. Anyway, once we get that, and then we actually get our. Not, it's not gonna be our main house. It's gonna be probably our. It'll be our first house that we don't just half build. I'm planning on moving into, even if it's out of this area, then we'll end up moving back to this area, but try to find like a nice. Well, no, because then I forgot. It depends on where you're staying when you're working on that, because in each world there could be one king or queen, and then it has its own. From the way I understand it, it has its own no nobles, if that makes sense. So may have to just find a cheapish one that I like. I have gotten one that I've actually used, and it's not too bad. And I may just put that in, and it can actually fit on our current lot, and it's not horrible. So I may just get that one to kind of start things off, and we'll probably stay there. We might, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll so-called build. It won't be my creation. It will be someone else's creation, and obviously I will shout out that creator, at least the one on the gallery. That's to where I've actually got it from. So with that being said, I think we're gonna go with that unless we see something else. The one that I know for a fact we're gonna go with, if they have it, this. What is this? Research? Yeah. I'm not sure what those first two are. Published books, selling paintings. We're gonna go with that for those two specific reasons only, because that's what Gunner's about. I'm not sure what that other one is either, but it's good enough for me for those other two, unless we find one that does it with other stuff that I know what it is. Fishing, fitness. I honestly kind of wish you got got more, because some of these I think should be kind of together, because like getting these, you have to do these things. And then if you do stuff that's against your your noble ideals and skills, not against your skills, but maybe it does hurt you, because some of these. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. But see, this one only has one. You can only have what, three? So I feel like if you get one that has more than one, it gives you more options to that can that your family will do, if that makes sense. and gives you kind of more options to help raise your rating. See, like this Logic has a good bit. That could be cool. That could be cool. Like if you're a music producer. I'm not seeing any other one that I would pick over the two that we've gotten so far. This one wouldn't be bad. I don't know if I'm not really sure. I haven't done the noble anything of the noble uh tree, if that's the if that's what it's called, the job. Haven't done any of that yet. So I'm not really sure what really will help you and whatnot. But with Gunner being for the people, um, I'm assuming doing things for the people is how you raise that side of the bar. So I'm assuming doing like a lot of talking, a lot of speeches, stuff like that. Going to events and whatnot will probably help. So that that might be useful. See, a lot of these just has one thing. A lot of these just have one. This was one that I usually got doing practice with swords. I think that was the other one that I'm gonna go with. Um, Feels like I had another one in mind when I went over these in my testing run. Uh, we be nice, be friendly, give speeches, practice speech and storytelling. I think you can change these at any time, so we might change these because I wonder how these. I don't know, but to be friendly is gives you a lot. Like just talking to people, that will help out a lot. The swords will this. There's when we go do duels, we like that's something you could do quite often. The selling and publishing books is something that we're gonna be doing quite often. It's gonna be our main source of money making. Anyway, so ideals. These are the ones that have a good bit. So okay, these are the ones I'm talking about. So if you choose this, then the stuff that's in green is stuff that will help raise your stuff. Then if you do anything in the red, it will lower it. But I see a lot of these kind of contradict each other, if that makes sense. Like Karen, which is something that my sim is Dynasty going to be about because we're for the people, right? We've given what our backstory was. We want to make sure that doesn't happen to anybody else if we can help it. You know what I'm saying? So this is good. So like you give affection, support emotions and needs, offer advice, offer mentoring, which you can get paid for that. So do that and make money. Volunteering, which is something that we'll be needing to do. We might look for another one because that one only offers give affection, which we can do quite often with our significant other or whoever we're in a romance with at the time. We can give advice. We can do mentoring once we get things up. Donate and give to charity, which we can do once we get our money up. So there's quite a few in there that we can do. And then the careers that it is encouraging is any of those that we want. So the relationship counselor is one of the ones I do want to go down and try out. Charity organizer might be something good to go down to help build our what you call it. I'm only help build our relationship with the people. But that's really the only other ones I'm really seeing that I think I would want to do. And then it discourages being mean, fighting, casting chaotic spells, using evil stuff, stealing, sabotaging. Sabotaging objects is one way to get rid of somebody easily. Hack, which is something that I wonder if that just means hack period or if it's like using it to your advantage. Because I was wanting to learn. That one's not that bad. We going to click it for now. I may go over these. I'm gonna go over these faster than I did the other ones because I feel like I haven't really done much. So politician is one career that I want to go down. Influencer might be something to look into. Social media might be something that we go into. Noble is something that we're definitely going into. A journalist is something we can go into. An actor is something we can go into. So this one's not too bad. And then being mean, I'm liking this one. So be user friendly, practice speech and storytelling, which we've already got something that helps us with that give speech, debate, record a video. This one's not too bad, so we'll go with that one for now. And then hardworking. So this is answer work emails, woohoo, play and nap and vault. What? Do homework, work hard while at work, or school. Now, I don't. I'd like the. Well, I want my Sims to be hardworking, but I'm not really. The activities that it encourages is not something that I think we'll be doing too often. Let's see. Anything. Yeah, and that's it. Ooh, so there's. This would be something that you could be doing kind of some of these is some stuff you could be doing like Duel for Romance is something within this new pack. Practice Species, which I've already got that. So this one has quite a few activities that you can do, and you might do some of these often, like dance. I could sing whatever, which is do comedy, which is obviously not that hard. Be funny, not that hard. Can watch the live entertainment, which wouldn't be too hard. The game stuff wouldn't be too hard. Hire an entertainer, something that, if depending on how many events or whatever we hold, something that we do. Any of the careers that we might want to go down, video game streamer, comedy might be something. Like I said, we could. I do want to go down the military branch. I want to try it out. I've never done it. Business is one that I thought about going down and trying. And then we was going to do law and the detective. Um, Whatever the active career is, I don't know. I thought that was the same career, but I guess it's two different careers anyway. Spending too much time on this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. For now. Let's see. I'm kind of stuck between jolly and hard working, to be honest. So watching TV is that can hurt us because we will be watching TV at times. I don't like the actor, entertainer, social media, so painter, which is something we're gonna. Nah, we're not gonna do that one. I do like how it kind of keeps your Sims going to work and stuff, but I don't like the discouraged activities and stuff and careers is stuff that we'll be doing a little bit often. So for now, we're just going to do the jolly because there's a lot of encouraged activities that we will be doing or we can do. I'm not a big fan of the discourage careers and stuff. We'll look more, I'll look more into that later, and I'll figure this out. But for now, let's just start this. I don't have one, so there's not one to put. So anyway, so we can start working on that. So, but anyway, so we gonna want where is the we getting a little. I'm sorry, my ADHD kicking in, and we getting a little off subject. Big time, big time. We ain't done much of anything. I am sorry. So let's see. How is our needs? We need to talk some more. Honestly, let's just befriend some of the. I don't. This don't ever work for me. Oh, I forgot to change the. Ooh, most important part. Not the most important part, but yeah. I forgot to change this. I like to go with this one. And I like these, even though we're not really water or anything. I feel like it will make more sense. But anyway, might change it again later. But for now, I really like the way that looks. So, and most of these other ones that I like are already in use, and I don't want to use the same one. So, with that being said, we're going to go with this, and I may end up just going with swords. Um, I do like the anchor, but once again, that's kind of like a watery themed. I like the book. I could go with because we're all about we're telling it we're telling the Gunner story, and it kind of has a little bit of. I could kind of come with a backstory when we went with that, if that makes sense. But I don't like the green sim thingy over the head. So once again, we could go with the feather for the same reason as the book. I like this one, but I think it's also in use already. Could be wrong. Anyway, we're going to stick with that because I do like that. We're sticking with blue. Is there a better looking blue? All blue. I do like all blue, but I like. It'd been cool to have a lot of blue, but that's fine. Anyway, we're going to stick with that. We can change it later. So let's just have a little friendly conversation. Why haven't we started a small business? Don't know if we can do that. Use a phone, computer, business sign, or yeah, but don't you have to have a room or something? That's wonder what that means. Because the reason I say that is I wonder if there's I got a couple new packs I messed with that adds stuff like that, and I think it's not the same type of store as that come with what was it called? Get Famous. I think it was with Get Famous, right? Just meeting some folks. See, there's so many options like that I can do that are easy that I'm going to be doing often. You know what I'm saying? And it just helps raise up your rake. Now I'm not sure if there's more or ones you could do whatever to raise it more. That I don't know. But from my experience in the little test world, um, it's not something that you could do extremely fast if memory does me right. Hit the wrong thing. We need to have some fun. Is there a fishing spot over here? There is. I don't know where it's at. Because we enjoy fishing, plus that would make us a little money. Um, it's not far from the building. Am I overlooking it? Hey, a frog. We can go collect that. I got to be overlooking it because I want to say it's right here. Yeah, there it is. Let's go fishing, and I got to figure out how to get bait. What? Well, more so, what's bait is good, if that makes sense. Oh, before I forget, let's drop a save because we've done a good bit of stuff. And with my luck, I don't want something random to happen and the game crash or whatever the case may be. It's fun, and fishing races are fun pretty good bit. Pretty good bit. I do need to go by the store and see if they have. If they don't have it here, then I know where I can get it. So the only thing that I don't know where I can get without just going around the roads, because it does spawn wild, in like, not wild. It does spawn in the wild. That's what I was trying to. What I meant to say. And then this place has frogs, dip spots. Is this one of what we need? It's not the man. It's not that one. It's the one that starts with a V. I can't think of the name. I usually get it from here. It's usually. What is this? No, that's not the one I need. But there's a good amount of dig spots here. But now, if I'm not mistaken, and don't quote me on this, I want to say everything that grows or you get from this particular world has to do with the magic stuff. So it's used for something, for a potion or whatever the case may be. If I remember correctly, I could be very wrong on that. Where is this? Is one of the places, but I guess we'll go here and just look. I could get a broom and stuff, but I usually, by the time I buy a broom or whatever, I end up getting the teleportation, and then I just use that. And then the little what they call it, little pets you get here. I don't know. I don't know if they're actually used for anything or if it's just for looks. I've never really messed with none of that stuff. I have played this pack a good bit, but I haven't messed with them in a long time. I messed with them a little bit when I first played the pack, but it takes so long to get over here without a broom. And this is the crystal, so we'll go talk to this dude as well. Yeah. He's taking his sweet time to get over here. Let's go ahead and just speed up. Gotta pay attention. I don't want to miss the lottery. I've yet to ever win that. Let me know if you ever won that. I've actually the closest I've ever gotten to winning that was someone that I was actually really good with, and I had actually started romancing a little bit, and then I decided to go to end that relationship and go with someone else. And I kid you not shortly after that, um, the lottery came around and that girl won. I'm like, well, that was a missed opportunity. Nothing I'm seeing that. Nothing I'm seeing here that I need. So let's go see if they have the crystal that we need. Um, they do not. The only thing I'm looking for is the root that I need. I can get I can buy everything else off when I get a computer. And then two of the things I can, well, three of the things once I get one, I can all start. I can start a garden and grow, which we will. Eventually, I want to mess with gardening. I've always done it because of this, but I kind of want to deep dive into it and figure out all of it, like kind of have a nice little garden, kind of deep dive into it. I've never actually deep dived into it. I would like to get the, what is it called, the cow plant, and figure out how to keep it alive and not die from it. I think it would be cool to have, especially if I was a builder, like to have like a nice garden and have it like kind of central with like being like the eyesore type thing. I think that would be cool. But yeah, anywho, uh, what is this? Oh, can't get rid of that. Is there a trash can around here? Nope. But so let's go see. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. Go collect frogs. Let's see. Nope. It's out of season, but there's your apples. You can usually get lemons and apples off from over here. That's actually up, so we can actually harvest all of those because we need those. And then what is this one? Nope. That's it right there. And we're going to go ahead and harvest all of those. So we pretty much got everything that we need for the 2 potions that we're going to be wanting to make. And I have never actually done it, but I read on a forum when the Get to Work come out. I think that's the one you could have your own store and everything. And apparently, like potions on, someone had a potion, made their own potion store from their Sims craft room and stuff. And apparently, it was a pretty successful business. Once he collects everything, let's hurry up and get back to the bathroom before we go in our britches. And that is a scandal that I do not need. Now that we are officially working on a dynasty, even before then, but even more so now, scandals will really, really, really hurt you. I'm telling you, like, I usually feel like some of the negative stuff in Sims is not too bad, but 2 things that I would tell you that actually are kind of a pain in the butt are, at least from my experience, is the scandals and the curse that you can get from here. And then so far, whatever this black stuff is has been kind of a pain in the rear end. Is there a trash can over here anywhere? So we need to sleep and eat again. So let's go make some mac and cheese. We haven't even practiced any spell casting, have we? I ain't even done anything that I need to do when I come over here. We'll work on our needs and get those up. And then we'll spend a good day trying to learn some stuff. Honestly, it might have just been faster for me to go forge for it. seem to get along. And then honestly, I think we're just gonna go upstairs and we're just gonna sleep right here. Um, I want to attempt one experimentation and to see if we can get the Plimphonese first. I have had that happen a few times, and then I've had it be the last one I've unlocked, or almost the last one I've unlocked. So it's very, it's I've never had the same pattern, but it is also one of those that I think it puts kind of like not as rare, I guess would be the word to use, than the other ones. And he's probably calling about the dynasties. Um, I wonder if their dynasty stuff changes. I'm just gonna put. I don't. I'm not gonna say no. Also, I'll think about it because I want to check out their dynasty, see if it's different. What if that changes every time? So let's go down to. If I remember correctly, theirs wasn't that bad when I looked at it in my test road. It looks to be the same. Charisma, which is what we are. They're all about right and they're about passionate, being romance and stuff. Theirs is well, they don't like comedy or be funny, which is what we would be. So, and they're all about being sad. Huh? Not bad. Not definitely not bad. We'll keep. He's got his daughter as hair. Hmm. Okay. And they're level 4. Just because let me just click on a few of these other ones. Oh, they're way up there. Ooh, they like high. One, two, three, four, five. They're levels. Yeah, they're 5. They're all about being. Oh, they're evil. Should have known why they're dressed all like that. Yeah, they're all evil. This might be the dynasty who killed my parents. Well then, okay. What about these folks? I'm not even sure what these people are. They're only level 3. That's just one dude. I'm not even sure where he's at, or who he is. So about being talking, passionate. He's about being like he's a thief and sabotaging, a little bit evil, I reckon. A little bit evil, and he'll align to leg, which obviously they got another rival. Obviously, I want to say they're evil too, if I'm not mistaken. And then the cap, they're cap is they're allied with the caps. How bad are the caps? Oh wow, caps are like famous. Um, they're all about play. That would explain why they're always playing the piano. In my test or whatever, because B Tree. I was saying her name perfectly fine the other when I was playing my test for her. Now I'm having an issue saying it. Anyway, I was interested in her and still am. She had I like her traits and stuff, and she's not bad looking. She's they did really well on her. So I thought about that being a potential partner for Gunner. If she her traits and stuff are not completely screwed up, and that's if we get to her before she finds or someone else gets to her. But she is the hair, so if she ends up getting that, I do know he typically gets married in every the couple playthroughs I have tried of this when I was trying to make this video before. Pretty quickly on, he had got married, and then so I'm assuming I don't know if he will make his kid his next kid hair or not, but I think it. I don't know. I'm not really sure how that works. But let's see what else they are. Artistic. That was the one I was looking for. I overlooked it, I guess. They like to sing, write, act in, use activity table. Not too bad. I think the ones I got I like a little bit better, just for the encouraged activities. But that was not bad. I like that. Consume excellent quality foods. I'm not too bad about that. And then they're really good. We are gonna try to align with them. And excuse me, a matter of fact, we may end up making her. We may end up having a little bit of a relationship with her. We may get on that. We may get on that sooner than later. So definitely, definitely would be. So they're pretty famous too. Peyton, I like their I like so far I like what I'm seeing about them. Yeah, so far, yeah, I like what I'm seeing about them too. And then I'm getting a little off subject, but I've never actually looked into this. Um, I will look at some of these other ones another time. The other one that I want to look at is these. They're famous. I think that's the most famous ones I've seen yet. They like to mix logic, swordsmanship, bold, natural living. I don't ever really see them doing anything like that. They're not bad either. I'm gonna be honest. They're not too bad. Anyway, we get off subject. We're gonna go ahead and drop a quick save. Let's get back. Let's get back focused. My ADHD's kicking in. Are we sleeping? We are sleeping. Need to try to figure out how to get rid of this. Might try some medicine, but I know if you take medicine, you don't need it. It can have some side effects. That would be a fun thing to go to, but I want to try to practice a little bit more. I know we've been over here for a hot minute now, and I'm sorry, we ain't really done much. Gotta learn how to get have good at doing things that and talking about the things, and then kind of still talking about other stuff. But as soon as he gets a little bit sleep, we may stop him now. In a matter of fact, let's uh, can I and we may cause some other people some dynasties and stuff. Why won't it let me? Is it because it's sleeping? Let's just stop his sleep. I want him to. It's not what I want him to do. There's a shower here. What? No. Um, that wasn't a shower. It looked like it for whatever reason. It's just easier to do this. I want to practice this. Practical. Practical. We're going to do a big list of this until his knees get down. Then we'll go on a little bit of a, talking to some more folks around here. And then we'll just get this going full blown. But yeah, so this is interesting. This new package stuff is, I'm enjoying it. I'm the only other pack that I've enjoyed a lot. Uh, that I do a lot. It's a celebrity. I enjoy the celebrity pack. Now I am still salty about how much. Uh, how do you say how do I word this? The amount of potential that they lost out on that pack, I guess. For example, this world, it has three decently sized areas. It has more than one dynasty in it. It has it has a lot of stuff in it, and I feel like they had a lot of missed opportunities with the Get Famous. The world was small. What they're basically copying Hollywood Hills was small. They did have a handful of celebrities, but like I just they could have done. There was so much missed opportunity in that. It's still one of my favorite packs, and I still enjoy being a celebrity. But the acting crew, in my opinion, was really fun. I done that multiple times because it is fun to do. So we got one of the spells that we wanted, which is very nice. So about the only thing we can't use magic for is sleeping. And then magic spells. We gotta keep an eye on our thing. Did I not? Have I not learned repair? Have I not learned that? Yeah, I did. I thought I learned it. Anyway, we got to. Well, let's get this up. Get our needs up. And then we're going to grab, if no one else does before us. Someone else grabbed it. That is crazy. Did you see that? She just straight up stole off food. Oh, I can't. I gotta be careful. You see how high that is? That's risky. Um, let him go to the bathroom. And then we'll let this go down before we use any more magic. Go to the bathroom, man. Go to the bathroom, homie. While we wait on that to go down a little bit, we'll go. I'm trying to think of a different way of leveling up fun. Hang on. Do we know anybody here? Have we got... We'll just go with this dude. We'll get to know someone new. After all, we want to, get to know a lot of people and get a few friendships going. I'm not going to say full-blown friendships, but, definitely want people to like us. We're just going to, casually talking in the bathroom, it ain't nothing to it, you know what I'm saying? He didn't like that. I guess I can't blame him. He honestly probably don't even know what I'm talking about. He probably don't live in any world that has a dynasty. But if we're playing like I think all these worlds kind of connect, they're all in the same. So he might know, Let's just be friendly. Let's just do some common, discuss interest. I don't see the option that I want. And I don't know exactly where it would be located. But one of the best things they ever did was these different categories and stuff. Let me tell you, man, that's a lifesaver. Once you figure out exactly what you want to say and kind of where it's at. Is it small talk? Oh, no, I remember where it's at. It's in friendly, deep thoughts, stargaze. Level our social and our fun. Let our charge get down a little bit. And then we need to take a smaller nap. I don't want to sleep too long. I want to do another... where are we at on this? What have we not done? Cashless... Oh, I completely ruined that. But I'm not sure what... We're going to risk it. Because I want to get... You know what? Let's actually let him do this nap. Is it a nap he's taking? Yeah, let's let him take this nap actually. I actually just might take a couple naps. They do raise your sleep up pretty fast, if I remember correctly. No, I thought it raised it up faster than that. But sleeping does help lower this up pretty fast. If you was like full blown sleeping, this would go down way faster. But when we wake up, let's just cast a spell on her, and the one that I always do is just this because they don't get mad about it. And then the next tree, what have we not done? Research. Yeah, so you got to research. Not research. I'm an idiot. Reach level 3. We're not far from that. And this is the one you got to win duels. I typically like to wait until I'm a little bit powerful. That way I know I'm more powerful than most of these. And typically if you're more powerful than who you're fighting, you'll win. And that's something else that I want to do. Is join a club. Now with this being said, I want to research the clubs and go over it. I've already kind of know what most of them was about because I was watching Let's Play, and he joined one and he kind of went over all of them. But I don't want to do that quite yet. Because that one you actually got to you got a whole club meet. It's a whole nother thing. We'll do that a little bit later down the road. I wouldn't have clicked on this. I thought it would give me an option to say I'll look into it or whatever. But yeah, I guess we'll say that we kind of have no choice. Let's take a nap. My fun is completely down. I want to try to get this a little bit lower. Honestly, I think just sleeping on the ground. Let's go out here and take a nice little sleep outside. I think it's faster. Yeah, it's way faster. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know if that's just because I'm such a high level or not. Bro. Broski, man. Come on, man. What you want? I'm not sure who that is, man. To be honest, hopefully it's not nobody I'm interested in. You can go for it. Go for it, man. Maybe it'll go your way. Oh yeah, we have 2 points that we can spend. So we got 2 levels until we can reach this, and I think you get 2 points per level. So what we're gonna do is hit this one and then this one. That way, the next one will take this, and then we'll take the first level of this. Then the next one will take this, and then this, and then we'll probably the next one will go take these next 2. Is the go. And then while we out here where nobody can steal our food again, we will put us some food out here. And then we're gonna go fish. That's probably the fastest way I know of to get our fun up because we actually like fishing. And honestly, I just recently tried out fishing when I first tested this playthrough, kind of what I was wanting to do and everything. And it's quite fun. It's quite cool. And then also this natural living. I've never done it before, and it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. I wouldn't even like if I was a builder and everything. There's think about all the stuff you could do like with natural living, like have very little buildings into your yeah, he's gonna get it like into your build, you know what I'm saying, have a lot of greenery and stuff. You could do, if you was creative and could build, you could do some cool stuff with that. I'm not even gonna lie. And then they have like a bunch of off-grid stuff, you know what I'm saying. Now obviously you're gonna want you're gonna want some shelter for like when it's like lightning and stuff outside or snowing. But even then, only having that for like a complete like backup. Now the lightning straight up will kill you. If you, I had to see him die. Didn't know how he died. I'm only assuming that he got hit by lightning because I had glanced away. I was looking at my phone and I had him doing some stuff and I didn't realize he had finished. And fishing's gonna raise it up faster. And next thing I know, I looked over and I had a death screen, and everything. I'm like, what? And I was like, well, the only thing that he was standing outside where he died, and I was like, well, he must have got hit by lightning. So it's a dangerous thing. We needed to do a little social, and I'll worry about selling everything in a minute. I'm not worried about that right now. But this is the process, and I'm sorry if this has been more of like a little bit more of a boring episode. But I'm having fun. So that's all of that. So what I'd like to do. So here's another tip. I know this kind of breaks the immersive, but so if you pause and you click on magic and then you click on practice. If you wasn't paused, you can only do this once. You can't be practicing that magic and then have it in queue. The only way to have the same type of magic in queue is by pausing it. Otherwise, you would have to alternate at least one other school of magic. Just so you know. So if there's a Pacific, so let's say there's a Pacific school of magic that you want to kind of focus on. Like for me, it's practical, and then it would be untamed. But this is the way to do that. So if you want to know, so I will just fill. I'm gonna fill his entire queue up with practice practical, and I'm hoping we hit the next level and maybe even one or two. Even learn some. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some of the stuff that we want. But so this is the safest way that I have found to level your sorcery and spellcrafting without getting curses. Now, the stuff that I really like and want from this doing this, I like there's quite a few spells I like in the practical field, but I like the potions. But as I'm telling you now, you fell quite a bit from the what's he do? Though up. See, he's still. I gotta figure out how to get rid of this. From experimenting with the potions, and oh, Bills are too. Pretty much almost the first time, even in a lot of my experience, the first time you get a curse. if you ain't got the hex block. Um, so it's if you want to try your luck, do it here and there. But like I don't know, sometimes I'll get greedy, and that's usually when I am getting the curses. Like I feel like this, it's easier just to experiment over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? And then you could be inside or whatever. But I don't know, man. What is this? Oh, what? I wonder what this is from. Recipe special. I wonder what. I wonder what this is. That's new. I don't ever remember seeing any of that. That's in one of the newer packs that I got. So let's see what he's doing. He is there food over? Is there a kitchen over here? Oh, there is. So I was right. Okay. Okay. See, I thought there was, but I thought it was down in her dwell. Is what I'm like to call it. Dance to a stereo. That's not that hard. Practice. You know what? We can definitely do that when we go home. Dancing with us would be easy 25 points. I don't think there's a studio here to dance to. We can go to the bathroom. Can we clean this? Kind of nasty. But see, we still got a little bit of charge left, so we want to try to build some of these, so get some of our needs up quickly, and then we need to hit it again. I don't think we unlocked anything. I don't think we hit the next level yet. Honestly, we could probably practice a different school and unlock a few spells and see if it's just so many spells per school. We can try that. Let's try that here in a second. Socialize. Let's meet some people. Let's talk to the sage. I don't think we met him yet. Yeah, we haven't met him yet. Oh, is that a girl?
Ah, Stoba.
To be honest with you, I'm.
Uh-huh. So.
Yeah, okay, it's a dude. Let's see if you want to stargaze, because that will raise my fun up too. Oh, some other stuff you can do with this. You can duel for like items. You can duel for knowledge and stuff like that. But if you lose, you know, that's on you. I typically don't. To me, it's just faster to not do that. Now, you obviously have to duel 3 times for the aspiration, and it might be fun to do every now and then. And I have done it. You know, duel just for the fun of it. Because like once you start doing this, you'll get calls and stuff. Especially while you're leveling up your power. If you're not already here, it seems, because I don't seem to get those calls if I'm here. And it'll be somebody of within the magic realm that wants, you know, be like, oh, I heard you're getting more powerful. Let's test out your skills in a duel, and then you would have to come here and duel them and stuff. But it's pretty fun. So stargazing raises your fun up, not as fast as the fishing does for me, but this is leveling 2 needs at the same time and doing one of them pretty quickly and the other one not too bad. So it's worth doing in my opinion. Matter of fact, see, here's a duel right here. See, the dueling, it does look nice, and that's how you know you win. You literally see them on the ground. So, what rank are we? Because we only, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I figure most people in here is going to be at least anywhere from the 3rd to 4th rank. Maybe even lower. So we may try to attempt those duels. We may get our butts kicked. So now it's not going up all that much. Okay, yeah, it is. Let's just speed up time a little bit. Let him get to know this sage a little bit. Be like teacher's pet. The fitness fest. See, that would be a fest I wouldn't mind going to. I want to get into fitness at some point. So that didn't raise it completely up, but raised it up good enough. Obviously, we've seen that sleeping outside for Gunner is what he's used to, and it's pretty comfortable to him. Let's grab that frog too. Oh, what you want? What you want, girl? We know we'll donate donate you $1. I don't know what she gonna get with $1. Let's go take a little bit of a nap, and then let's I forgot you can't do it while I'm napping. Oh, this is a cool decorative item. You can make like a cool little alchemist little thingy room. And I do like. I don't know if you can get any of this stuff. I doubt it. But like, or even this furniture you might can get. But this furniture that's in this build is really nice. And I wish, if there's a way to do it, I don't know. I don't know. But I wish you can get this circle, like this little battle platform, to put in your own house. That would be cool. And also, I don't know if you can. I haven't seen a video on it. Like you can other, like the police department and stuff, the hospital and stuff. I wonder if you could use cheats to rebuild this. Because if you can, I've never seen anybody do it. Because some people could go ham on this design. I feel like some people, because I feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. I feel like this is one of my least favorite builds of some of like the big packs like this, in my opinion. But some of the simmers that can build, I would love to see like some remix of this. I mean, man, some of the people that's very creative and can build, man, I can like think of some ideals in my head and stuff, but I'm not a very good builder. Dude, why so many mirrors? But this palace that I found, I'm not even sure if the crater is called a palace, but it's it's huge. It's very huge, and they did a wonderful job that I'm thinking about going with. And it's like 2 million. Might as well say $2,600,000. I think because it's a little over. It's a little over 2.5 mil to purchase it if you have it furnished. I'm gonna go ahead. That's what we'll do. We'll purchase it with it and go ahead and purchase it as it's furnished. And then what I plan to do is probably change rooms up to different things because I want like a room for fitness, this and that. And I would like to have certain like, if I could kind of tell the ideals to somebody and let them build it, then it wouldn't be exactly just a room. It would be a little bit more designed for said room, if that makes sense. But I can't build, and obviously, someone's gonna say, "Well, practice makes perfect." I get that. I get that. But someone like me who can't just straight build and be good at it can always showcase other people's artwork and builds and such that can. And give credit what credit's due and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, if you know anybody that takes commissions, I might would be interested. So we're just going to stay out here. Our needs are not the greatest, but one of them that we can go ahead and fix quite fast is that one. Go ahead and do that. I think you raise your XP faster experimenting on the casual. I really do. Um, I really do. I'm not even joking. Cause seems like I would have already be a little bit higher than I am. Oh, we said we was going to test out. So, for example, I know I haven't done any in this. So let's try two of those. We'll try two of the Untamed, and then we'll just do the rest of this. So if we end up leveling up, that would be alright. So we'll go ahead and let him focus on learning some stuff. What you want, bro? Guess what? My date with well, that's Carmen. I wonder who that is. Do I know that girl? I want to put a face with a picture. Are they dating? Huh. Is she with anybody? This is going to be our first love interest, and it will probably remain our love interest. I will probably keep her young as well. I'm not sure. I will probably keep her young for the time being. So, like I said, until we have a kid and everything. And then once we have a kid, I don't know. Now I think about it, once I decide to have kids, I kind of want to have like the whole parenthood, at least with one or two kids, and then maybe we outlive them. Which that sounds so sad. You know, that's so much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I don't want to let Gunner go because there's a lot I want to accomplish with him, but I want to experience the whole parenthood because it's something that I do have a little bit of experience with, but something I haven't done very much of, if that makes sense. And then like have that kid go to college type of stuff. I have experienced college a little bit. I have finally experienced that, and it was kind of cool. But so as far as I can tell, it's not. Well, I haven't asked her. Never mind. I wouldn't. I'm looking with for no reason. Go ahead and drop a save. How many points we have? 2,000. I don't think it's enough for the one that I need. I think it's 3,000, the one that I want. One of the ones I want to get first. We're almost to the next level. This phone rings too much. I know it's kind of give you interactions and stuff, but sometimes I just want to be. I wish there was a way to turn. If there's a mod out there, you know about the way to silence your phone so you don't get no calls and stuff. Let me know. As a matter of fact, I need to look into that because I would like to be able to turn it off and on to when I kind of want those interactions, as to where at this point it's just kind of interrupting me. Does that make sense? So we're getting a little hungry. So we got a good bit of this we can go with. Oh, we did learn one, but I think that was of an Untamed, unfortunately. Pretty sure that's an Untamed spell. So maybe we do. Did we learn any from the mischief? No, we did not. Okay. Alright, at this point, we're not going to be able to continue this. Let's do magic, spells, Felicio. Eat that real fast. Run to the bathroom like our life depends on it. We need to have an interaction. We'll go talk to our good buddy over here. He seems to be a little understanding and easy to talk to. Actually, no, we're not. Let's go talk to this sage because he's down here. We'll ask about the career. I don't think he has one, but something to ask about. Small talk. Let's get to know him. Might as well. A little conversation. Ask about favorite fashion. Just talking about something. Have a deep conversation with him. Oh, I gotta pay my bills. I completely forgot about that. I'm flirty. No, that's not what I want. I made him mad about something. Ooh. I made him mad about something. I need to have fun. Let's go fish. Fishing is the key. So this is kind of going back to I believe was what I was saying in the last episode why like the Plentiful Needs potion so much is because you see how much I am having to do this, and by the time I get the ones filled up, I'm already got to sleep again, and I literally just slept. You know what I'm saying? I know I got it on high speed, but still. And then by the time I sleep, then these are going to be done. It's hard to do anything because of that, at least with the way I play. So see, now I've already had fun. Gotta stop. I sleep again. Right? That's kind of my point. I feel like I can be more into the story, more into immersed when I can have Plentiful Needs. Now I still have to go make them every now and often, but I can just pop them whenever I need and kind of keep exploring and leveling up skills, this and that, without having to waste a bunch of time on leveling needs up. That when half of them I think drop entirely way too fast. Now, it may just be with the way I play. I do play with the speeds turned up quite often just because I'm trying to speed things along, especially so I can get more in the short time I have to actually play The Sims 4. I do have an actual job, and it takes a lot of my time, and then I have stuff that I have to do throughout the week, so I don't really have all that much time to play. So, with that being said, here we are. We having a good time. Hope everybody else is having a good time. Alright, so we're gonna let them wake up. Let them wake up. That'll make sense. Let him wake up. With that being, and then we're gonna pause. Let's do a bunch of. Wait, no. We are pretty close to unlocking the next level, and I don't want to unlock anything from that tree yet. And I know I said we were going to stay over here the whole episode, but I'm sorry. I'm having a good time. I actually really like this magic room. It's very very pretty. Now, the world that comes with this pack, it's okay, not so much. But this particular realm is really pretty. And look at that, we got the next level. There we go. There's one of the spells we're looking at for. Not the main one, but there's one of them. We're going to go ahead and do, as I said last time, is... That's good. And then we can't get this yet, next level, but then we're going to hit this, and then we'll hit this, then we'll hit this, and then this. And Well, we might pick. Well, at that point, it wouldn't matter because we have that. So yeah. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah, fake. Yeah, that sounds like a gameplay to me. What's he want to do? Discuss fears after fulfilling what? That's 100. I'm not sure how to do that. That would be a nice thing. It's not bad, but I'm not really. So complete one of your sims once, and then click on a different sim and select discuss fears. That's 100. That's 100 points. I wish I can't do none of that here. I know these were easy, but let's get rid of these and see if we get something that we can do here. It says want, which is what these are, right? Then clicking on it and discussing. Um, I'm not really sure how to do that. That's probably going to be a deep thought conversation. Maybe not. Small talk. Huh. Yeah. I'm not seeing. I'm not. Okay. So we need to go over here, use magic, repair O. We ain't gonna have time to do those two. Go clean this and repair and clean this toilet. But anyway, yeah, welcome to Spellscaster and Sorcery 101. This is kind of what I like to do. I didn't really plan on showing all of this and the whole process. I planned on doing other things, but I kind of got lost and having a good time in here. But this is there another bathroom? I don't think I'm gonna be able to make. Maybe magic spells. Oh, it's already cleaned. Okay. Don't want to use a dirty potty. And then we'll go over here. We'll go to magic. And also, like, using all these spells helps me level up. So, it's another reason why. Oh, ooh, 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 I feel something. I just feel fulfilled. Let's pause. See if we can't figure this out, because that's 100 points. It has to be. Is it in small talk? I'm not seeing the option. Unless that's not what it means by want. Unless it's talking about these wants. Fulfill one of these, then talking about because this is all about the soul's journey and stuff. Ain't that all about like the afterlife, leaving everything to the next generation and everything? Haven't messed with it too much, but I watched the is it worth the buy? Oh, is that what they call them? Is it worth it? I think is what they call them videos. Talk about dreams. Then click on a different sim and select discuss fears. Is it deep thought? Maybe? Yeah, maybe discuss healthy relationships. Confess fear of vampires. Um, I'm not seeing it. I'm not sure how to. I'm not sure how to go about that. Which is a bummer. Which is a bummer. So which one do we get? Let's see everything Windenburg has to offer. Spend a full day. Oh, that's easy. We can do that once we get a little bit of money built up. We'll make a trip to Wittenberg. That's the if that's what I think it is. That's a fun. That's a fun town. That's a fun town. I like that road. There's like all kinds of. It's the one I'm thinking of. I actually live there quite often. I do like the architecture of that world. It has some pretty cool Sims in that world that live in that town. And then where's bro going? Oh, he's eating. Okay, that's what I want him to do. And let's ask about day. Let's introduce ourselves to this person. Who is this? Show? I think it's how you say that. Talk a little bit. But yeah, it's the one where the clubs come in play. It has like all the dance, like nightclubs and stuff. It's a cool little town. And it actually has one of the, in my personal opinion, best build spots, which is also the biggest lot you can have. It's really nice. I like that town a lot. Let's last time I asked about that, he got upset. Let's just get to know. Let's do a friendly introduction. Let's get a friendly introduction. Let's share ideas with this dude. Ask about day. Let's ask about career. See if he's into fishing. Don't want to tell a gross joke. Share it. Okay, so he's going. Alright, so that's good enough for me for now. I am getting a little bit bored of doing this. It was unfortunate to not. So with that being said, let's before these folks leave, let's see if we can't get some duels in and win. See what I'm saying? You can duel for artifacts, and this is stuff that you need. You can do a heated duel if you don't like somebody. So dueling period is apparently against my dynasty's belief. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Maybe because it's considered fighting. But even a friendly duel, which is usually what I do, that's kind of disappointing. I bet it's because it's considered fighting. Oh well, I guess it is what it is. I got to do at least 3 of them. But I wonder why. I don't want to look around because I don't want it to stop the gameplay. Let's other dude I guess left or whatever. Let's just do magic duel, friendly duel. I need to sleep again already. And they'll probably go outside to do this. Or not. Did she say no? Let's go. Let's just sleep inside. I want to at least get these fights in before we leave. We're probably gonna leave, head out, go back to the house, and I want to go. I want to go romance up. I can't for whatever life I cannot pronounce her name today. Beatrice, I think is how you say it. at least meet her and stuff, get the little lower a little bit, and see what her traits and stuff are, and then if she has decent ones or there's not too many bad ones, I've come to the conclusion of I'm going to change. Um, if they don't make sense and stuff, and it's like real bad, then I'll leave them alone or whatever. But if it's just like a couple, I'll change it to fit or make more sense. But I just because the randomization in this game is just horrible. It always gives them really bad stuff and makes the stuff not make sense. So I've just kind of come to a conclusion of now what I won't change. Now here's where I draw the line. The main traits, I'm not going to change those. So if they have a bad one that I don't like, I'm going to live with it. If I decide to live with it, I'm not changing it. But what I'm talking about is their dislikes and likes. If depending on what they are and stuff, and if it's like contradicts kind of what their main personality is, if that makes sense, then I'm just gonna say I'm gonna change it. But yeah, let's go take a shower. Try to get some duels in. Before I end this episode, I want to go at least try to get in a relationship with that Beatrice. And if I'm pronouncing that wrong, don't come at me. I am not the best with names and pronouncing and stuff. Let's take a shower. Magic. Spells. Oh, I unlocked that. I didn't even realize it. Always do that for now. Once I get my house and stuff, I may turn that off. But for now, do it. I didn't even realize we got that. That was one of the main ones I was going after. And then this. Speaking of that, while he does that, let's what have I unlocked? Apparently I've unlocked more than I thought. Oh yeah, I've almost got all of them unlocked. Okay. So I got Reparo, which is a good one that I need and is useful if you don't want to do it yourself. Eventually, most of the time I usually do it myself, but if I'm in a hurry, I hit that. Scrubbo, which is if you're in a bind, it's good. Delicio is really good if you're in a bind. This one's not too bad, but I typically, especially if I get max, then I might hit that. But if I'm not max and trying level skill, I typically don't try to use this, or this one, or this one. I'm not sure what this one does. Anyway, so I got copy, which is the one I want. So I think I've got all the ones I want. Yeah, I've got all the ones I want from that school. Okay. We can start working on some of the more protective skills, spells, which is in the Untamed. So we got Ignite, which could come in Zap, which could be defensive or whatever. We got Chilio, which is nice. It freezes people. So yeah, so really the only other things I really want is from experimenting, and I tell you what, we might try to knock out this last level that we need to get this, and then that way we can buy a casual for the house, and we can finish up this stuff at the house. So with that being said, I think we are going to let him do this. Since why is his bathroom always dirty? I don't want to use that. I want to hit the home. I want that. Use this real fast, and then we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna try to. Why is it still okay? It just takes a second. Use this. We're gonna do one more round of this, and then go, like I said, meet her, and then that's where we'll end the episode. Oh, I just noticed that thing on it, but now I'm seeing other symptoms, and I think that's just a regular sickness. It has the dots and stuff on there, so I think regular medication would cure that. Okay, so let's see if we can. I think we gotta have a computer though, cause this is just gifts. Yeah, I'm about to go somewhere with a computer. But yeah, he's definitely sick with something else. Yeah, I'm not sure what that one is, but but yeah. Do they have a computer here? I don't think they. I don't think they do. They're all about the magic, so I don't think they do. Because I feel like if they did, everybody would be on it. You know what? So I was gonna get this. Like, you know what? Let's see if I don't want him to die. I don't know if he could die from. You know what? Let's travel to back home by ourselves. And then we'll go ahead and do this because we're not too far from that. And go back to the main world. Where? This is where that girl lives. They got a horse. Okay. Trying to think of where there's a library. You know what? Let's just go visit them. Straight up, you know, just come to their doorstep. You know what I'm saying? Why not? It's taking a hot minute to load in. So, we need to have fun. Let's find the door. Let's knock on it. Load this in. Alright, so before we do anything, and they actually like I like this palace. This is a nice house. There's who we need to talk to, but before something bad happens to us, let's where is she? Let's pay bills. I keep forgetting about that. Um, order medication. Did I overlook it? I've had to overlook it. Purchase seeds. Is it not in order? I'm a bit confused because I'm not seeing it, and I wonder if it's because this is not my computer. Because it usually says purchase medication. Uh, let's see. Yeah, this is okay. That's so weird. I wonder if it's because it's not my computer, but why is it letting me pay bills? So let's go ahead and let him walk up here. And then that's so weird. So weird. Like I can do everything else but what I'm trying to find, and it's not making sense to me because it's ordering. I want to say it was on the first page. Surely God, it's not under this, right? Yeah. It is. It's normally. I could have sworn it was normally under medication. We're just gonna grab. We'll grab 5 of these, and then we will take 2 roses. We'll keep those roses. Use those for Love Day. That's not the one I want. I mean, need it for other things, but not for the particular potion that we're gonna be making right now. Anyway. What is this? Fossil rock extract. Alright, so we'll eventually start collecting all that stuff, but right now I'm not that worried about it. Let's take some medication. See if we actually are sick. I'm pretty sure we are though. If not, we'll get us. No, I'm not sick. Maybe that's a. I guess that's another. I guess that's another. We're gonna compliment appearance first. I kind of want to come in smooth, tell a funny story. She's usually really easy to talk to. You know what? Let's ask about career. We'll flirt a little bit in between. I want to get to know her a little bit before I drop it with that. We'll ask about physical attraction. We'll share our ideal. We'll compliment their dynasty because I did like what I saw. We'll ask about taste in music. Let's see. We'll ask about personality. We'll flirt a little bit more. Oh, so So her turn on this time around is black hair, purple hair, brown clothes, pink clothes, red clothes. Okay, so that's not horrible. She likes self-employed Sims. She likes taking Sims. Ooh, that's kind of bad. She likes street. She likes street making Sims. She likes funny Sims, so not too bad. Turn offs is health and sports skills. That's kind of not a big fan of those, but it's not bad. It's not horrible. Let's exchange our number. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but call me maybe. And then did I hit exchange numbers? I can't remember. We'll just do it again. I think I already hit it though. I don't want to brag about my own dynasty. No, I don't know if that'll go too well. Let's go into deep thoughts. We'll have a deep conversation with her. We'll get up and hug her. And then I want to hit her with some more of this stuff. You know what? I haven't asked if she was single yet. My bad. My bad. I'm all over you, and I even asked if he was single yet. So I hit that one. I hit that one. Ask about romantic interest. This is a big one. We'll ask about her day. She is single, so that's a good sign. She is a snob, which I don't remember her being a snob in my other test world. She may have been, but I want to say she has some really good traits. I've already asked about all this. I'm pretty sure. I asked about woohoo interest. We're gonna see if she want to be woohoo partners. Then learn more. Ask about romantic boundaries, which is a huge one. She done talking. She may be going to work or something, to be honest with you. I want to figure out this last few things. We could already woohoo with her, but we'll save that for another time. I want to see if she's even attracted to us. Let's see. I think I asked her all the important questions, other than I need to get to know her like 2 more times. So we'll do that to see what the rest of her traits are. And then give her another nice little hug. Get to know her again. I don't know if we got all of the traits. I'm not. So she's P. She got. Hang on. So this is her. Let's open profile. So she's loyal, which is huge. So we know she's not gonna mess around on us. She's not exploring any romantic boundaries, which is new. She's a snob, which is I don't remember her being a snob. Work on low quality items. Bored by low, so she's just. It's not horrible. So, she's a journalist. Okay, so she's into the writing thing, which is, for us that would be a huge plus because we're gonna be into writing. So Her way of life turned on is drink making. She likes Sims who are drink making and self-employed, and she likes taking Sims. I don't like that. It seems to get that too. This anyway. Health and sports. I don't really like that. I think that's kind of that doesn't make sense. So here's an example. The health, the sports. Okay, maybe she's maybe she does like, but the health part of that doesn't make sense with, in my opinion, with the snob trait. Snobs are all high class, the best of the best. Think they're better. You know what I'm saying? Think they're better than you. They're well attained. They got all the rich. Usually they got everything. You know what I'm saying? Or they think they. You know what I'm saying? They usually well taken. So that doesn't really make sense to me. Anyway, so she likes funny Sims and she turns out by Spirited. I'm not sure. I can't remember what the Spirited Sims are. She likes purple hair. She likes black hair. Yeah, gray house. Okay, when you get old, she's not gonna like us. No, anyway, she likes pink clothes, red clothes, and brown clothes. I can live with that. That's not that big of a deal. That's not too. So all in all, her last trait, we can determine everything. So, obviously, she has a skills in piano, which is what her dynasty is about, if I remember correctly. She is okay with woohooing with women or men. She can romance. She's okay with being in romance with women or men. She's still neutral about us. Woohoo does not trigger jealousy. Physical touch doesn't jealousy. So she would be a perfect candidate because she's not gonna get jealous about another woman being around. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna continue to pursue this. I want to at least get in a relationship with her before we call it quits. So I want to at least get in a relationship with her. So for us to do that, we're going to confess attraction because we do have a little bit of attraction with her. We're going to flirt a little bit. We're going to flirt with her a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We're going to check her out because she's not bad looking. Not bad looking at all. I'm not sure what that is, but we're going to see exactly what we share and whatnot. We're going to have our first kiss. She's going to be our first kiss, period. I think she's a good person, you know what I'm saying? Oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea. She learned our financial and career, and right now we are broke and we don't even have a career. So that might not have been a good idea. That might not have been a good idea. But you know what? You know what, baby? Baby, I promise you, we gonna be living the luxurious life. We gonna be up there. I haven't even started making money yet. I've only touched barely even touched the love bug. Okay, that one's not a bad trait. I'm gonna say no to it for now. Do you wanna go on a date right now? Girl, shoot. I'm hungry and stuff. But you know what? It's in the moment. Let's go for it. You know what I'm saying? This is a get to know your date. Goals and rewards. Let's do it. Where am I taking you? So we want to be romantically sociable. We're going to want to socialize. We're going to want to be a little, intimacy. There ain't nothing wrong with intimacy. You know what? Should we just do it here? Should we just do it here? I am hungry. Let's just do it at our own house. First date at our house. It's a nice place. It's a nice place. You can go to the bar, go to the lounge. I don't think there's food. Let's just go to the bar. Let's just go to the bar. First date at the bar, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that would be funny though. Just, hey baby, let's go on a date. Well, I think she technically asked me out on a date. Let's just stay at your place, It's nice. Yeah, so we'll do this date. I hopefully my social needs, not my social needs, my needs are good enough for this because the food problem is not that rough. I can easily do that. Let's get in our let's pause for a second. I gotta find what I'm looking for. We're gonna, whip into a different outfit. We're gonna get into our going out outfit. Let's hold hands. We're gonna give her a little smooch on the cheek. I mean lips. We're gonna flirt with her a little bit. And they got her really like compliment her outfit. It is it is nice. We're gonna check her out.
Oh, Rishi.
Let's discuss. Oh, here. Romantic part. That's going to be my girlfriend.
Yibsy.
See if she likes that. She probably not gonna like that. Express that. Express fondness.
Oh, Zombo.
Give a little bit of. Have a little bit of a deep. Dude, get it, girl. Get it. She out here doing them push-ups. But the weird thing is, see what I'm saying? Weird thing is, she doesn't technically like that. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to know a little bit more. See what else we learn about her. Share interest. How do you share? You can discuss interest. Light. So what is my needs? Is it just food? Okay, we're not too bad. We can, you know what we can do? Let's dance a little bit because this would fill up one of our things. Two of them actually. We got two of them now. We're very attracted to her. Yeah, so we can literally, that'll be cutting out too, so let's get that going. I'm not much of a dancer yet, I've just now started learning. Let's go ahead and drop a save, because we've done a lot, and I'm pretty satisfied with what we've done, and I don't want to lose that. I don't want to do too long of this, I just want to knock these out. Okay. Okay, girl. I would love to. But girl, we still coming up. You know what I'm saying, girl? We still coming up. Right now, we ain't got nothing, girl. But I promise you, in the future, in due time, we gonna have a nice place, okay? I'm about to get started on my paintings. About to get started on. Once I get started on my paintings, I'll eventually get started on my writing, and we're gonna be living high class. But for right now, I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Now, if you said your place, we would be going back to your place, and we would be having a good time. But for right now, girl, let's just keep it here. Really, honestly, I ain't got nothing at the place. I can still say yes, and we can go, still talk. Still talk. So, should I just say yeah? You know what, girl? We gonna say yeah. I ain't got nothing. We gonna say yeah. I know what she want. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But we ain't got. We can't do that right now. So we'll just
Oh,
we'll
Kalingo.
just keep this on going. Let's hold our hands. Just get a little bit of talking going. Let's small talk.
Garul.
I'm gonna try to make this a good date.
Mivwa.
We'll get to know her because I don't know what I'm not sure what all that does now.
Imkafloof?
Baima.
Rena!
Kanumi. Merkel Zira.
Where's it at?
Hubi
There it is.
Ugaru. Zamona's arrow.
We'll ask about her favorite color. It's
Buena.
probably pink.
Oh,
If it's accurate.
Ooh, see, hey, Nirma.
Oh, uh-huh.
Vina?
The dress.
Share
Oh,
interest
yeah.
twice.
Janae Swobes.
So
Yumba Swag?
I'm up. There it is.
Swaby Taru.
Charu?
Yibs.
Wait, nay. Decor Moims?
Yibs.
Chirone?
So Chim.
Yibs, Clebby Pwib.
Yibs. Avenue Smishy. Grinoy Foiby. Shabini. Woonfik Shayama.
Yibs.
Conchibo Laba. Nibla Sweezo.
Binor Fubi. Bene. Narble for boy. Zabris Fosha. Weezo Stayib. Darpza. Mwah.
Miss Stevie Flena. Shell. Buena. Oh, kiss a noise Sweezo. Clevite Borsp.
Bor.
Uh-huh.
Yibsy. Kabla.
Oh.
Mwah. Inubda too.
Crezo Tharbo. Dabishi. Gorsoy. Nimanu Frifa.
Oh, Tispana Hogan.
Mmm.
Thanka.
Mimlet? Kiarva Zarde. Yakalau Dunba. Brugi Payun.
Boombraza? Huh? Yeah.
Tinoba.
Ah. Prezu Favu.
Global.
Uh-huh.
Fadish.
Oh, yibs. Shwe B.
Ah.
Moishi Fiba Fwabe. Chedge Pivna. Sobi Skoom. Shibi Merkib. Mola. Ibada Wig. Ow.
Oh, Vadish. Kanumi. Merkel Zira. The Genzi Kimbalaya Zumonis Arrow. Nisoda. Ah, Moochie Peachy. Ayuya.
Oh, Polino. Nonafario Yamisha. Blunif Fronge. Marble Bean. Bintrip Nebo. Moochie Peachy.
Fibalo Noyam. Bempi Shelbo.
Ah. Oh.
Telvajero Umfra.
Bolito. Ho ho.
Oh, Vadish. Floopy.
Oh. Farik.
Ah.
Ralph. Illinois.
Ah.
Sikafus. Apalachaba. Mesca. Blunif Fronge. Marble Bean. We's in a row.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Gosha.
Mm.
Mwah.
Ubawana. Confulibodaba. Kolarga Zakuni. Sensen Gorge. Nistivi Flina. Shelsh.
Eshkabau Schnurs. Rifseg. Ludreep. Neeb Neeb. Ferne Globy. Alakuma Fej. Yempel Swabe. Dorma. Rinshu Pipois.
Drumis.
Oh.
Yathruya Rolshba. Quexenos. Subau Havery. Umfront Nibahana. Veruda and Kampol. Lumbik Jarl. The Genzi Kimbalaya. Zamonis Arrow. Telvajero Umfra. Apala Chaba. Peldo Dabishi.
Yibs.
Oh. Gamerish Brihe. Accruits. Shabini. Woundfik Shayama.
Chabin Durkeem.
Piguna.
Banukadoy.
Oh, Pempini.
Frispe Yif. Nabuna Shorbek. Borna Cabe. Weezo
Washanoi.
Yana.
Conchibo Laba. Nibla Sweezo. Nistivi Flina. Shelsh. Nisoda Saburano.
Bobna Turf. Woomshasiba. Vamu. Bintrip Nebo. Moochie Peachy. Shibi Merkib. Mola. Steep Charso Denoy.
Lisserac.
Flagisi.
Ah, Wavine. Subau Havery. Umfront Nibahana. Kurgadan Yadavel. Shabini. Woundfik Shayama.
Nar Vadish.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Darza. Skiba Vint?
Epney. Tharg.
Nurch.
Waga Fruge.
Yip.
Borba Quest.
Oh.
Uchima Golarga Slonkim. Baima
Kepatrul.
Uh-huh.
Wagaborn Ziefna. Sorb.
Queba.
Korflinka. Emka Floof.
Hmm.
Rena. Oh. Girl.
Excuse me.
Ah.
I was trying to mute the mic, and I'm hoping that my mic hasn't been muted this whole time. I've been talking. I just realized I either did mute my mic in time or I unmuted my mic. So I guess we'll see. Hopefully not. And I am sick, but I don't know if that is. I took some medicine and it said I wasn't sick, so I'm guessing that's another alignment, I think is what they call it in that pack. And I don't know how I keep getting them, and I don't know how to get rid of them. I had one and then it just went away. Then I had this one, so I'm confused
Chamagra. Sublur
on that
Beretta.
one.
Bruhana.
Cause I don't know
Famous
nothing about that pack.
Bantrip.
That was one of those packs I didn't watch any videos on. I usually watch Should You Buy, and I end up buying them anyway.
Boy.
But I didn't watch it on that, and it kind of explains what you can do in those said videos.
What's a gorg?
So I'm not really sure.
Probribaza.
Let's see if she's satisfied.
Smishy Yafana.
Let's
Kiniku. Swarspa. Githara. Wabarani.
see if she's actually attracted to us.
Zabris.
Huh.
Githara.
Umbraza? Huh?
Veringo.
Yibs. Uh-huh.
Oh, so she actually remembered. Okay,
Spabin.
so she's neutral.
You
So I
know
wonder
me.
what
Ah.
is. I guess because of her interests and stuff, it's not really nothing that I am.
Yalik. Varobi Muma.
Ponka. Yibs.
So
Yibs.
we'll give it that. So for now I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm just gonna sell her.
Noi.
Whoa. Oh, cheesy.
I'm gonna have to go over here to go to the bathroom. So that was a cool little touch. How she still remembered. So it'll probably stay neutral because she should pretty much know me as well as she's gonna know me by now. And it's because I don't really have many traits of turn-ons and whatnot that she's into with. So, we'll see if it changes. Was she satisfied? Let's go ahead and do magic, eat.
Pepsio C. System.
Eat this. Then I'm gonna sleep. We're gonna call that the end of this episode for today. And then when we come back, I'll have him woke up and hopefully ready for a new adventure. See what we. She's coming back over here to talk. See, she wants to live together already, and I don't want to do this because I would have to let her go. I would have to move in there with her, and I would also get all her house funds, and I don't want to do that. She'll probably end up proposing to me soon. I've had her do that in the past. In my test server, when I was testing this out, she come propose to me and I didn't have nothing. It was kind of early. She's a really good, there's only a few things I don't like about her. Her voice is a little but but she has decent traits. Her likes and dislikes are a little not horrible. They was a lot better in my test world. And I might change those to suit her main traits, because some of them don't make sense. But I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. But I don't really want to get her house funds. And the only way not to do that is for her to live with me, and it's not livable for her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say no here. and this is probably going. Yeah, this is gonna really hurt our infection. Well, we gotta get this back up. Oh, we're still high and stuff. We'll have to work on that next episode. I may have to just pop out. Well, it's going to take me a hot minute because I think that house that I was talking about is like. I think it was like. I'll have to look and see how much it is. You know what? Let's just look at it. My library. I think it was this one. Yeah, so 138,000 basically. I could probably. It's going to take me a minute to get that. And this is by Miss Black Rainbow, and it's a fairly decent house. When I was living in. It's not horrible. So this is the one that I'm gonna go for first, and then I'll probably move up or whatever. So we'll see about trying to get this and then whatnot. See if she want to move it or whatever. So yeah. So for now, I'm just gonna go sleep. I'm gonna let him go to sleep, and then when we get back, I'll try to think of some goals. Kind of already got some in mind. I do want to. Actually, can I go ahead and purchase that? I'm not seeing it. Yeah. 13, 5, 800. You know what? So what I'm gonna do is, because it's gonna be boring to watch me paint. So I'm gonna start working on making a little bit of money. That way I can try to move this along, because that's going to be kind of boring to watch me just paint over and paint over, fill up my needs, paint over. So I'm going to spend a little time in between this episode and next episode, and just paint as much as I can, start working on leveling up my skill, and then I'm going to buy the cordial, and then I'm also going to buy the street gallery so I can sell those for higher prices when I need to. I'm going to end up hitting celebrity. If I do, between this and next episode, I was kind of want to show you how I got the first trait. So I may just stop if I hit that. I won't be making. I guess I could fish. I could fish too. So I guess if I hit that, I will just stop and then I'll just fish, because you don't make as much money. But I'm gonna make a little bit of money. I won't make as much as I need to buy that house, but in between this and that episode, and then next episode, and then we'll go from there. I've already got some ideas of some goals. We accomplished the goal for the most part in this episode. There's only a few things we didn't start yet, but we're going to fix it to start, and then I may work on that, because every year I've done seen it, so I may work on trying to finish that up. But anyway, I'll think about kind of some goals and what I kind of got planned and whatever. I want to continue this relationship, and she's definitely she's neutral with us and stuff, but she's definitely a kind of girl that kind of moves fast, because this is kind of what she was doing in my test world, but except she didn't even she asked to move in, and I moved in with her, and then I realized, so I went back and save, and then I said no, like this, and then I kind of started talking to her a little bit more, and then she not even a day or two after that, she asked me to marry her. So she moves kind of fast, and I know I want my main wife to be from Kissing a Frog, but if she asks us to marry her, I don't think I'm gonna turn her down, and I will have to just try to figure out how to have multiple wives, and then I think I want to have 2 wives. We'll see. Kind of be cool to have experience that with that pack, because that pack has some pretty cool like romance stuff. Anyway, I hope everybody had a good time watching. As if you have any like tips or stuff, something help me out, whatever. Leave them in the comments. I'm still new to this. They're trying to figure this out. I'm still having a lot of problems with different things. As this is not my main job, so I try to put these out as fast as I can or when I have time. I play different things, so if there's something that you might be interested in watching this, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed watching this, think about leaving a like, a comment. I will do my best to reply to every comment. But definitely any like tips, if you know of any mods that would help me with more of a poly relationship. I know the main one I can't think of was that now, but it's probably one you're gonna be caught. I couldn't get that work, but I might trouble with that. But yeah, definitely if you know what's going on with all these different things that happen to my Sims that's not considered a sickness, and kind of how to deal with those, let me know. I could easily look them up, and I was going to try to figure them out on my own, but I have no clue what that pack's about because I haven't watched anything on it. So, but I have a feeling it has to do with. I know a little bit about it. It has. I can't think of the name. It's basically like they're not a qualified doctor. They're like the way I would explain it. They're like all the natural herbs and stuff doctor, but it has its actual name. But anyway. I'm rambling on. I hope y'all had a good time. I had a good time. I will see y'all next time. And as always, I hope y'all enjoyed. And I hope to see y'all back here for the next one. Y'all have a wonderful day.